Thank you. I cannot overstate the solemnness and sadness that I feel right now. To see the House so debased by the invocation of our most grave constitutional duty, impeachment of a president, should disturb every patriotic American. Just 49 years ago, Barbara Jordan, the great Congresswoman from Texas, invoked the solemnity with which any serious member of Congress must approach our duties, and particularly the circumstances under which we should consider impeachment. That solemnity has guided the majority in this House in recent years as we have tried to navigate an extraordinarily tumultuous time in service to our nation and our constituents, a time in which we've seen a rogue former president run roughshod over the guardrails of democracy and decency, compromising our national security and disparaging the courts, the free press, law enforcement, Congress, and anyone who would try to hold him accountable. During that time, we impeached former President Trump twice, but we did so based upon a careful and close study of law, history, our Constitution, and rigorous fact-finding, as well as consideration of the impact upon our country. And we prayed for guidance to discharge our duties to our country and our constituents and our Constitution with fidelity. And today, as we confront this deeply unserious effort to impeach a president to serve partisan political posturing and political profiteering, I have to return to the words of Barbara Jordan. She cautioned, "Common sense would be revolted if we engaged upon this process for petty reasons. Congress has a lot to do: appropriations, tax reform, health insurance, campaign finance reform, housing, environmental protection, energy sufficiency, mass transportation. Pettiness cannot be allowed to stand in the face of such overwhelming problems." Jordan's words could not ring more true today. Common sense is revolted by the political grandstanding and petty stunts allowed by the House majority. Days on end wasted catering to the whims of an extremist minority. We are marking 6 months of one of the least productive Congresses in history. Under the control of this MAGA majority, we've made no progress in addressing the most pressing issues facing Americans, whether gun violence, hunger, opioid abuse, housing, immigration, health costs, tax reform, or the environment. So I must oppose both this rule and the resolution because, in the words of Congresswoman Jordan, my faith in the Constitution is whole. It is complete. It is total. And I am not going to sit here and be an idle spectator to the diminution, the subversion, or the destruction of the Constitution. I yield back.
Gentlewoman.